right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Wahakwadash Rakah. Shalom to those out there, over the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom to you. Shalom to those out here watching, So, just real quick, this gonna be a quick intro, if you will. It's a testimony, from, a guy I ran into on the streets on a quick little stroll. And I just want to give a quick backstory, to go into his story. Into his testimony. So I was out walking down the street and I ran into the brother, and he stopped me, asked me could I help him out, and I asked him, like, what could I help you out with, brother? He's on the streets. I'm not sure exactly what, he was going through, whatever, but he's on the streets. And he had some busted shoes on. He had some Forces on, some Air Force One, like boots, not like no regular white Forces or black Forces. They were like some winterized Air Forces, but, he was like, brother, I need some shoes if you can, if possible, because, mine's, they done. And I looked down and, he had the Forces on. And, where all the little holes at the top, the toe part of it, the toe was blown out. So that was that. He didn't have no covering over his toes. His whole toes was out. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, you know what? I probably can't help you out. Like, me not being too far from the house, I was like, you give me 15 minutes, I can run home real quick and I can give you some shoes, because I'm at the point purging, trying to get rid of stuff that I don't need, and I got a few extra pair of shoes, like some royalties I have back in the world. Just, I wasn't going to throw them away. And like I said, I got a few on deck. So I was like, give me 15 minutes, I'll be back. And I can gift those to you, And before I left him, I looked at him, I asked him, I said, brother, do you believe in the Most High? Do you believe in God, the higher power? And he responded. He was like, yes, of course, He was like, yeah. And then he was like, he was like, that leads me into like an interesting story. All in all, he was like, you'll see in the video, he's dressed like, a military man. But he went on to tell me he did a few, he served some time in the military. And when he was in the military, he was a pilot, right? So he said he was basically released due to his mental condition. He said they told him he had a mental condition where he couldn't continue on to fly these planes or whatever. So he was discharged. That's what the word was. He was discharged. But he said his the last time he flew, he crashed. He crashed a aircraft. I'm not sure what kind of aircraft it was that he said he crashed, but he said when he woke up after crashing, he said he had a vision of him being inside the heavens. And he go on to basically explain the video as to what he's seen. We pick up on the part where he's talking about the beasts that are sitting next to the Most High. So he goes on to expound on that. And like he said, he's like, of course he believes in the Most High. But I thought it was interesting, the details of what he's seen and, how he's seen the heavens. So, I'm not going to draw this out too far. But I did want to give a quick little introduction just to, give some backstory. So with that said, hopefully his testimony is edifying. And I'm going to say shalom.
4 creatures, they got 4 faces. They got a face like a man in front. They got one right here like a lion. They got another face like an eagle right here. And they got one like a bear in the back. I swear, it's brown. brown grizzly bear, I swear. They look ferocious though. Like in face, like a man, he had blue eyes, but their eyes are all different, I swear. It's so weird, you're never gonna believe me, that one of the creatures got green eyes, the other one has blue, one of them have red eyes, and the other one has gold eyes. I swear he does. This is like golden brownish, like stardust in his eyes. His whole eye are like that, I swear.
You said you seen them?
Tails. Yeah, I seen them. They were floating on the sides of God, or his chariot standing. They were floating in the air, in the middle of nowhere, in space. The thrones were floating. They were all in front of him. They weren't around him. I thought they'd go around them 24 thrones. No, they were in front of God like that. And then the creatures were right here on side. He was like that. God floated his feet down like that. So you can't use that to back like that. He just chilling, just slow looking at everybody like that. Just sit there, anything going around his body. He brown. His whole body brown, God, I swear. He's black. That's why I say he's black. I was gonna say you black. Your whole body brown. You bald headed. I thought people long hair had more power. No, they don't. People with short hair, bald headed. You get older and older, you become a god. Duh, that's why you go bald headed. Albert Einstein was black. They lied.
That's right.
Edison was black too. They lied. That's what God. That's why black people got froze. That's why your hair's that boy like man. Because we got when you get electrocuted, your hair gets curly. It stands up. It sticks up. The electricity shocks up. That's who froze came from. He kept. Thomas Edison was crazy. He kept playing with this electric orb he made that was powering everything in his building. And he kept shocking woo, at night when it was raining and thunderstorm. He kept shocking. He had an umbrella with a key on it, and he had a light bulb thing on it. So when it hit the electricity, it went through the light, through the umbrella, it went through the metal. It would hit the light bulb, and it would light up. And he knew it. Like, he was so smart. They lied. They took that technology of manipulation slow, and they stopped it because the manipulations God said was sacred. The 7 sacred things would destroy earth. He said, don't throw pearls to pigs, don't throw those sacred. That's what God, he knew it. That's why they killed him. I swear they did. They killed him. Says, I know they did. They raced his ass white as hell. I swear they ass 2 evil white dudes. I swear they dirty as hell, the government. They set us up. This whole place wired. Like R2-D2 with Star Wars. I swear to God it is. The whole city. I know. This city's wired. But it's lab city. We're lab rats, I swear.